Hello everyone, it is Nader99 here, and today I have two cool circle hole making contraptions that use TNT and TNT-Dupers, of course. Let me show you what these things are about. So the first one here is a straight cylindrical hole maker. As you can see, we've got a bit of a layout of TNT-Dupers here, which will shoot the TNT straight down. And let me show you what that looks like. And here we go. And there you can see it shoots out a perfect circle of TNT. Just like that. Okay. And the thing about this design right here, there is no loop that continuously shoots the TNT down, because the goal with this one is that you can, while you're making your circle hole, you can click it once, or maybe do a double click, and you can quickly go down and collect some of the loot that you get, which is really handy, especially if you're mining in deep slate, and you can get quite a ton of deep slate just from this machine right here. So it creates quite a smooth hole. There's not going to be any blocks left floating, because it basically functions like an actual world eater, where it destroys blocks layer by layer and does not rely on waiting around on a block and then exploding. So this should create a perfect hole as far down as you like. Okay, now I will fast forward a little bit until I have dug a hole straight down to bedrock. So now we are almost at bedrock. And just keep firing and firing and firing. And blasting our way down. And there we go. That is bedrock. In case you were wondering how I managed to use this machine on a loop, I was just using an auto clicker on this note block for about every 30 ticks or so, which is like a second and a half. Okay, now onto the second machine. Basically, this one works once you've dug a straight cylindrical hole with this first machine. You build this one right inside it, and this basically expands a hole inside the ground up to about 100 blocks radius in size, which is pretty massive. Let me just turn this guy on real quick. As you can see, there's tubers at the top there, which shoot out all these TNT. Look at that from above. You can see that it shoots out a circle of TNT. Just like that. But now let me talk about how you can adjust this thing to get to your right needs. Let me quickly turn this thing off real quick. And all you have to do is break a couple pistons. Just like that. And now you'll see that the circle will be much smaller. Look at that. That is a lot smaller. And if you leave this running for a good amount of time, this will leave a pretty dome-like shape inside the ground. So I'll show you in another world that I have where I've tested this thing fully, ran it for a few hours, and let me show you that result now. So this world right here is the reason that I built these machines in the first place. So I had a pretty cool idea of sneaking an underground city into this snowy mountain range right here, and I made the circle machine to dig a hole straight down all the way to bedrock, and then I used this bad boy to clear out this entire area. And this isn't even on the full setting yet. This is about As you can see, I still have 4 pistons there, so it's not even on the full range just yet. But let me show you quickly how I made this hole. So you can't just run one setting and expect it to create a perfect hole like that. You do have to run like a couple hours on each of the settings. So first, you would run it on the smallest setting to clear out the area just around it. Then the second setting, the third setting, and lastly, the fourth setting, or if you want it bigger, you can go up to the high settings. But just so you know, the closer the setting is to like around this machine here. So like on the first or second setting, it'll create more of a smooth and circular looking hole. But as you go further out, the hole will start getting like edges like this, because TNT doesn't fall in a like perfect circle, because this is quite a simple machine. So I just wanted to keep it as simple as possible. If anyone else feels like building maybe a natural cave, could build some mine shafts in here, or maybe an underground civilization like me, then this machine would work just good. Also, one last thing to know, definitely do not like leave this running and then leave the world on like a server or something, because it will 100% break and you'll have to do the entire thing over again. But in a single player world, you should be fine to leave the world with it running, but just don't leave the area. If you leave the area with this machine running, it will blow itself up. So as I end this video, I will just show this happening one more time, like so. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and if you want to build any of these machines, I will have a world download in the description and the 2 schematics that I have to build these machines. I would recommend building these with a schematic, but one thing you must know, when you build a TNT-Duper, you cannot just place the rail and minecart straight on top of the block with the TNT. You have to push in the rail with another piston, and if you are struggling with this particular area, I'd recommend watching videos on how to correctly set up a TNT-Duper, because there's one way to do it. Well, there's many ways to do it, but any way that works on one TNT-Duper should work on all of these up here. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and check out some of the other stuff that I have made, because it might interest you if you enjoyed this video. Thank you and goodbye.